Hey gamers, welcome back to the channel. Today in Transformers Eternal War, we have the Megatron event that's come back around. Now, there's a couple changes to the Megatron event that I want to point out that's different from the previous events when we saw Swoop and Starscream. Other than that, everything's pretty much the same. But do you want this guy? We're going to answer that question, so let's get into it. All right, and welcome back. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Like I said, there are a few things that have changed from previous events, so we're going to hit on those. But first, what hasn't changed is we have the event, and we have another event alongside it. We've got the Recycle event. I've got a few things and tips to share about Recycle. We haven't seen Recycle since the first banner, which was Starscream a few weeks ago, but we've got it back, and I've got some new tips for you. First thing to notice that's different from previous bot banners is it's a 2-week event now rather than a 1-week event. That does have some effect on the event. We're going to take a look at that. I'm going to go into here. All right, let's go into operations. Our login pass. So we get rewards up to 7 days. I'm assuming now that this is 2 weeks, once we hit 7 days, it's going to refresh, and then we're going to get another 7 days. Just more rewards. I think that's pretty cool. Rotating missions, same as before. You've got activity points. You've got gladiator combat to do. Remember, once you complete all of these, like you get your 50 gladiator combat missions done, you get 500 on your daily activities. Those all reset. So where we only had a 1-week mission, we were able to complete all this and have a day, maybe 2, to go in here, unless you're a spender. A day or maybe 2 for free to play to go in here and get some more rewards. Now we've got 2 weeks to do that. These will all refresh. You'll have some more rewards, so I think that's pretty cool as well. Discounted pack. In here, a couple changes. One change. In here, we still get the free, but previously I had recommended that you save 2,400 of your cyber coins every single day of the event so that you can get 10 summons. That's different. Now it's 1,200 for 5 summons, and it makes sense because it was 10 per day for a week. Now it's 5 per day for 2 weeks. So you still get the same amount. You're still spending the same amount of cyber coins. It's just spread out over a 2-week period of time. So just keep that in mind as you go in here and you grab those. You're only going to get 5 per day. Make sure you have 1,200 of your cyber coins so you can clear that out. Growth gift, same thing here. As you build up your Megatron, you're going to get some resources and rewards, and there's a paid side to that as well. Another new thing is the trial. I think this is cool. This gives you an opportunity to just get familiar with the character, play around with him a little bit, see if it's something that you want in your roster. So I completed the first 2. The third challenge doesn't unlock until tomorrow, and I'm thinking that maybe in subsequent days, these other challenges are going to open up as well. I think it just adds a little bit extra, a little more meat on the bone when it comes to an event. So I'm glad that they did this, especially when you don't know if you're going to want a specific character or not. You get to see that character in action. All right, let's go ahead back out of here. That is the event there. Let's talk about where I have Megatron. So for Megatron, so I knew eventually I was going to spend. I thought it was going to happen with Swoop. It didn't. It definitely happened with Megatron. So far I've spent 50 bucks. And then everything that I had saved previously. So I had 20 summons saved from Swoop's event that carried over. Something to keep in mind, even if this is not a character that you want, which the question was, do we want Megatron? The answer is yes. We want Megatron. He is fantastic. First, for Megatron fans. Second, if you want a really good damage dealer on your team. We've got some great options here, but he's another great option as well. So you can go through and still collect your power chips from a banner that you don't want the bot from. Just hoard that until you get to a banner where you do want to spend them. Remember, they do carry over from one banner to the next. Your pity does as well. So keep that in mind. So what I had carried over, I had a pity of 6. I had 20 summons. I spent 50 bucks. And then you get some rewards and stuff like that for spending. So that was able to get me to the 2 purple stars. Loving this guy so far. Let's talk about his kit. We go into here. He's got some self-healing, which I think is great. He's got some knockdown, so we've got some crowd control here. He's got some true damage that's based off of his attack. His ultimate here is great. Let's take a look at his control over here. He's also got silence. So we've got knockdown, we've got silence. Is he a replacement for Hound? Because Hound has silence. He's been a big silencer and a great hero or bot to have on your team. I've got them both on my team right now. I'm going to play around on whether I need Hound or not right now, but he's got silence, which is awesome. More true damage equal to his attack. And then we go to the damage up here. We've got a shield, which is awesome. So at the start of battle, gain a shield equal to 60% of max health. While the shield is active, you gain immunity to control. We've got Empower over here. 14 seconds into battle, calls in a firepower strike on all enemies, dealing true damage equal to 25% of the enemy's current health, up to 1,000%, which I think is awesome. I can't wait to see this guy fully unlocked, fully maxed out. So I got him at 101k power. Got him at the 2 purple stars. Modules here, I've gone with full mediator. So I've got the health bonus as well as the critical hit. The health bonus helps with the shield, and the critical hit obviously with the damage. I think when we go to the mythic sets, I really do like this one, the Pulse Storm, which gives me attack bonus as well as my critical damage. We've got defense and attack up here as well for energy synergy, for assault and support. I think I'm going to go for Pulse Storm set though. Right now, mediator works out just fine. I get both bonuses there. All right, and then in charge, you got some pretty cool stuff happening in charge. Oppressive bombardment applies knockdown to all enemies for 1.5 seconds. You've got more true damage based off attack. In tank form, increases attack speed by 30% and energy recovery rate by 30%. All of this is fantastic. And then at 30, which is expensive to get to, in tank form, each attack grants 30% lifesteal and knock back enemies for 0.5 seconds. There is so much control here. There's so much self-healing and self-preservation with the shields and the lifesteal. He is a really great bot, in my opinion. All right. So that's where I have him. That's what I've got geared. Those are my thoughts on him. Let's go ahead. Before we go into testing him, let's go into Recycle here. So Recycle, let's take a look at the missions. Missions are the same. You're going to do your logins every single day. You're going to do your dashes every single day, and you're going to do your gladiators. Remember to save 300 summons so that you can max out the rewards for the summons here. So down here at the bottom, claims after you recruit, you max this out at 300. So make sure to hold on to that. Now that we have a 2-week event, you can hit that 300. I already hit the 300. And now I'm just saving up more until the next event or the next time Recycle comes back around. Once I hit 300, or even before then, I'll spend 10 or 20 or 30 here as I continue to wait for the Recycle event to come around. And I didn't have any issues making sure that I had that 300 by the time this came around. And these are the rewards that you want. You want these general mythic shards because these are going to help. I still recommend that you save those for the banner bots that come around, not just any bot. It just helps speed up their ranking. I used those as well. What I had saved for those, I used those as well to get Megatron up to the 2 purple where I have him right now. All right, let's talk about the supply store. So in here, so as you know, you're going to go into Recycle. You're going to collect these magnets. These magnets are going to allow you to flip these tiles. And in the first 9 areas, you've got some basic rewards to select from. And as you flip these tiles, you're going to hit those rewards. So the choice is, should you clear every board and get all 3 of those rewards, then go to the next board? I was able to get to board 22 doing that through half of it. But then I decided, hey, I'm just going to collect one of them and go to the next board and hurry up and get to the boards that have 10. So 10, 20, 30. I think I might be able to get to 30 by this and get these rewards here. These are the premium rewards that you get to choose from. These are the standard rewards that you choose from in the in-between stages. In my opinion, and what I'm doing, I think it makes sense just to go until you get 1 reward on your board and then go to the next board. Just fast forward, get to 10 as quickly as possible, collect all 3 of these rewards here that you select, and then you're going to go to your standard rewards again. Get 1 for each one, get to 20, get all 3 of the premium rewards, and then continue until you get to 30 or however far you can get. If you're a spender, you can get much further. If you're free to play, you're probably going to max out at or around area 30. So I'm going to see what that looks like. I'm not going to purchase anything for this event. Use that tactic and see how far I can get. Like I said, last time I got to board 22, so I think I can get all the way to 30. without spending on the event. So that's really the only difference here. You're still going through and getting the rewards and going through the supply store here. I do have an updated recommendation for the store. For the first row, I went with Energon all the way through to the second row until I got, let's see, to this third row. And then I got some of these here. I got a couple of those. And then I started to go for these. So instead of this, the random mythics, if you're newer to the game, I still think the random mythics are the way to go. If you're a little bit later in the game, especially once you've unlocked talents in the game, you should definitely go for the spherical energy cores, because this is what's going to allow you to craft talents so that you can continue to build out your heroes. And at 50, at a cost of 50, that's pretty cheap. 50 for 1,000. It is 3,000 for each crafting session, so just keep that in mind as well. But fast forward all the way down until I get to the selector. Now the selectors, something to keep in mind, now that we have Starscream and Swoop and the selectors, they are now able to be selected. These guys came in pretty quick. Starscream was only, what, 3-4 weeks ago, and then 2 weeks ago we had Swoop, so they entered here pretty quickly. All right, so that is Megatron. That is the recycle event. Let's go ahead. I'm going to jump into a battle. My Prelude Assault here. And I pulled in 15 million off this. So let's just go ahead. I'm going to take a look at what kind of damage he can do at where I have him now. Just to share. And I'm going to compare him. I'm going to kind of compare him to my Snarl. My Snarl's at 4 purple. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to fast forward through this fight, just to see kind of where stats are. So I got 2 million off of Ratchet, 2 million off of Optimus, 4 million off of Snarl. I got Megatron at 3.6 million, just slightly behind Hound. Remember though, Megatron's Assault, so he's supposed to be doing more damage than Hound. So it'd be interesting to see where Megatron is once I get him up to the 1 gold like I got Hound. Snarl's at 4 stars, 4 purple, and Megatron's not too far behind him. So, I don't know. We're going to play around with him. I'm going to do some testing stream as well. Look, we got up to 16 million. I got to hit 20 so I can get actually, no, it's something else I'm thinking of. So there you go. That's Megatron. I think he's great. I really think he's worth it. If you're thinking about spending on him and you're able to, I would. Even as free-to-play player, hopefully you've been saving up some power chips. If not, just go all in on the event, unlock him, get him as far as you can, and have fun with him. You still have, even as free-to-play, you probably still have some of those mythic general shards that you can use to help rank him up a little bit. He's definitely worth it. I'm having a lot of fun with him. Very curious on your thoughts if you've got him unlocked yet. And those of you who are whales out there who probably already have him at red stars, I'd be very interested to see and hear how well he's doing when he is that developed. All right, everybody, that is what I had for you. As always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.